Let's see. So I recapped last time. So who cared? It was supposed to be Wilson, but he's not here today. He wasn't going to make it. He told me that. So
I have the names. I can kind of piece together what happened.
that sounds fantastic. And then I'll fill in any little gaps I think afterwards. I'll fight, unless I get like too.
So we last left off. We were going with the orcs to the Saris Manor, I guess. The Saris Jafar, and CJ, yes. And so we get there, and they're like, yeah, don't touch anything.
Except for Clark.
So we go in the room, and there's a bunch of traps that get disarmed. You disarm them. No,
That's where the potion, the vials came
That's
from.
what the,
because I was gonna do it, and then they're like, if you fail, like, I was like,
So you
Hey.
must have rolled well.
no,
it
you
was pretty,
these
you have
tools.
these tools, so it was like nearly automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he role played that you wouldn't give them to me.
Like, I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep the potion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so-
100%. No offense.
That's fair.
Hey, same character all the way.
So we went down to the basement, and he comes around the corner, sees CJ like summoning demons and shit. So he just fucking charges at her. I'm kind of following behind.
Who does?
Yeah.
Good shit.
And I'm kind of waddling along with my dwarven self. And so while we're taking care of her, she's like summoning like zombies and skeletons, right? Like,
No, it was
zombies.
no, it wasn't whites, but it was like a higher level ghoul thing. I'd have to
Oh,
look
yeah.
to see exactly what it was.
They,
But
they were like being summoned though. They weren't like raising the dead. They were materializing. So killed nearly everybody in the room. Or
well, just the back
incapacitated.
the back line,
You-
Yeah, the whole back line.
Yeah,
because it's someone behind.
you did fall twice. It was rough.
Gnome didn't help us no way.
Yeah, no.
Does he
the,
have-
He wasn't even, he was shooting at CJ, so.
Does he have a
the gnome who was in the very back decided to climb on top of a box and shoot from afar at CJ, who we were wrecking, while
Good
you
gnome.
two were just like, ow. There was some fire involved that everybody had to dodge. That was fun. We killed her. She's just a pile of ash and salt. The orc came in, stole everything off the.
Well, the orc was with your party.
Yeah, one of the three. He came in, didn't pay attention to any of us, went right to a table, stole everything off the table, and left. You ran after him. I don't remember exactly what happened with him.
He caught up to the rest of his gang, and so they decided that you're not going to take on all of them by yourself, and you're basically on like a few hit points from the
Yeah,
battle.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, even if you like, and they weren't really hostile; they were just stealing everything,
Yeah.
which
Which
was
fair enough.
kind of what
They
the
had
deal
a-
was, sort of.
But, like,
But I figured you want the stuff anyway, so I
Yeah,
had
yeah, you expected them to probably at least help you in battle, but they had
Yeah.
made no effort. They just immediately went for the goods while you guys were
Fair
fighting.
enough.
They had a plan coming in
had-
and going out.
I made like 4 attack of opportunities on him. I missed every single one.
Dang. He just like ran at you.
And he got to right in front of the gnome, and we're like, all right, you're our last line of defense. And he climbs up on top of the box, and the orc runs out. We're just like, come on,
Who
Corey.
is the gnome?
It's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the archer, ranger. So while you were doing that, I examined the table. There were some rubies. I took those, sold those. So I have a bunch of gold now.
Nice.
And then we decided to go back to the.
I found when we were searching in there, I found a box.
That's right. We found a box. We took it. He held on to it. It was like a box of whispers. That was a lot of
super
fun.
evil.
Super evil.
Like if we opened it.
like basically when you grabbed it, your everything around you turned cold, and you hear whispering in your head.
Like, you know when you get a
Right.
new dragon shout in Skyrim,
Right.
and it gets all like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cold and yelling at you?
Yeah.
That's what's going on, but evil.
La, 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 la.
But evil.
More evil.
Less rhythm.
So we wrapped it in one of the cloaks of I forget.
Vecna.
Vecna.
It was a
tapestry,
of
yes,
Vecna.
yeah.
A tapestry of Vecna. He held on to it.
Don't have it anymore.
Then we went to.
Well, didn't someone in the party roll one of them up? I think, and took like a spare one.
Or the tapestry.
Yeah.
The gnome has a tapestry.
Yeah.
So the gnome has a tapestry. We took another one and wrapped the box in it. We went back to the Pennac, the
Counselor of Mercantile.
Counselor of Mercantile. We told him it's been taken care of. He's wearing a cloak, as enough of a proof. We also have this. The magistrate smashed it on the ground.
It was a phylactery.
What is that?
It's the thing that a lich keeps part of the soul in, so that it can come back to life.
After a few days.
Like on Horcrux.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So he destroyed it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. So it was kind of one of those things like, oh, that was kind of easy, and then like, oh wait, here's this. Well, actually, it wasn't easy. Now that I think about it, but it was easy for you two. It was easy. For the rest of the party was.
She didn't hit us once.
No, she didn't.
Just the fire breath thing.
Well,
Yeah, and that's kind of almost automatic because
Yeah.
it's like saving throw stuff. But like, yeah. So then they found that, and like, yeah.
Heat of battle. So
I mean, you got fucked.
yeah.
So
We were the best prepared fighting.
Well, they just kind of rushed ahead of all the
Yeah,
combat
yeah.
and kind of focused and didn't really defend anyone. But
a cleric, I had to be like kind of this way, so I spawned a magic weapon and then kind of backed off a little bit, so the magic weapon was still attacking while I was trying to like do stuff. It didn't work out.
But it made sense though because it's like, oh, this is evil. This is like
This
it felt
is
like this is
really
like your
evil.
thing. You're like,
Yeah.
we don't care.
evil
All our
thing.
friends can die. If we kill them, we
Well,
succeed.
If they
Exactly.
survive long enough, if we kill
Yeah.
her, everything else
Might despawn potentially.
Yeah. So we did all that. So that's all taken care of. We got our gold reward for that. And now we're investigating the murder mystery. Body's gone. A ring of charisma was buried with him. So the body's gone. There's no weapon.
Is that the ring?
There is a weapon. There was that long sword.
Well, there was but there's no murder weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Like a defensive weapon that was under the bed of the guy who was killed. Like, but it was just sitting there. It was
Yeah. And
pristine.
then, never been used before.
Where's the ring?
On his body.
On his
in
body,
the,
which is buried.
Oh.
it's
the
in
tomb.
it's in the church of Heronius.
The
chapel.
the crypt within the chapel.
Within the
Yeah,
crypt,
yeah.
Okay. So he's buried with that because it was his like favorite ring or whatever. So we are off to talk to Vesrin,
We
which
will probably. Because I don't remember looking up any like clues and investigating.
That was all me and.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
You just weren't there.
You were investigating.
But-
You were.
Wasn't you.
You were.
There was a lot of blood in the room.
How dare you not have stolen that ring?
The
There's
ring
no
wasn't
body.
there. The body wasn't there.
It was already like
there
a.
are more rings, but you,
Yeah, you get to see like there was a bunch of rings in like a little jewelry box. Like I think you're the one who got it opened, but then like they closed it after you viewed it.
and the butler took it, so we'd have to steal it off of him. So now we're off to talk to Vesrin, who is an elf that worked with Sir Rondel, the murdered noble. They were having arguments over the last couple weeks, so he is suspect number 1.
Yeah, he's very spiteful of him.
It is.
Just kill him and bring him back.
We've for the most part ruled out Gabrielle, who is the like live-in maid. Still have doubts about Hagen the butler, but
His name is Hagen, so.
yeah. So yeah, we're on our way to Vesrin.
Okay. Do we have the dude that was arguing with him?
We're heading.
No, that's where we're going.
That's
where
Yeah.
we're going.
We're going to
Okay,
find
gotcha.
them.
Do you remember? Did you have like a location, or are you just looking for him?
It was in the docks, yeah.
He hung out there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because none of the ships are in town. The
Yeah,
last
there's a
one-
in the harbor at the moment.
Yeah, let me get.
So you're caught up. Oh hey, there
Yeah.
you go.
All right, just so we're aware of where we're at.
We got a main view of our location.
I should have kept the nut just so I can like be like, we're here or something. But so we are there then. All right, let's see.
Yeah, put my guy right there, and that's how you'll know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, you
Do we have a
can,
dude?
yeah. You have like basically like the only. There's only like 1 or 2 figurines of like the I forget the name.
Tiefling?
Tieflings. There's like hardly any.
This is perfect. This looks exactly like me. I'd imagine.
And then I think the other one was like, I don't remember. but it was really expensive, the other one.
Ooh.
So I was like, I'm not going to get that.
That's fair.
Same thing with Dragonborn. Like, I mean, it's almost kind of good we don't have the Dragonborn in the campaign, because there's like no Dragonborn stuff, and like the ones that are there, like, unless she's a mage, then you can use like certain lizard folk. Okay.
It's the only one that had an axe.
Yeah, the axes are hard to find. Dwarf was easy to find. Elf stuff easy. I mean, I couldn't find like a super druidy one, so it's elves are all the same. We already kind of like established that earlier. But anyways, all right. So you are on the way to the docks, and so you arrive at the docks.
I want to do a perception check just to see any of the cargo, if there's any exotic animals.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
So at the
And find, well, me first.
Okay. So you're looking for exotic animals of some sort. Okay.
almost.
They might be there, but it's two. But well, actually, what's the?
I'll check later. I guess I'm so focused into finding the elf vision for animals.
I don't think they would sell that here normally. This is like kind of like just, it is a lot of trade, but it's just like major items, and maybe in the capital you could find some exotic type of cool things.
Okay.
That wouldn't be unexpected.
Did we ask anybody what his actual business was, Sir Rondel's?
Yes, it was. It was a lot of shipping, and so he owns ships and just ships things. It's
Not
like
anything in particular, he just owns the ships that ship.
Yeah, there was no particular goods in particular.
Alright.
So we should ask if anyone has seen the dude that we're looking for.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Best friend.
Best friend. Have you seen the best friend? Whoever's. The dock
worker, the
Yeah.
foreman,
Yeah.
sort of.
All right, let's just have this be like everyone like a group investigation. I think would be good, unless you have something else that you'd like to argue that you can use. Because you could argue for some sort of charisma thing or something, maybe.
17.
17.
14.
6, okay.
8.
8. And then could we have a roll for Corin?
Natural 20.
All right, so
The numb's good for something.
using his ranger tracking abilities.
I think he also has like a +5 on investigation or something.
Yeah, you got
Oh, it does? Yeah, so it's out of the park.
Well, this is funny, that's my natural 20 of the day.
Finding the guy.
An investigation roll that's not even you.
Yeah.
While the rest of you are just kind of wandering about, asking questions, despite being more of a foresty guy, he manages to kind of track him like an animal, so to speak, noticing that he is an elf, and then in this area, the docks, there's not a ton of elves around here, so he is able to, find some like certain footsteps that just look a little bit. The gate is just a little bit different, and tracking those, finds it to a house.
That's all I
So,
can see is
We're at
the legs.
we're at the dude's house.
Most certainly.
Okay. So I'm gonna guess they're gonna walk in through the back, or not the back, the front. I'm gonna go through the back.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna wait until they knock.
okay, that's fine. And then
And you guys, like stop. Like here's the
Can
plan.
you just like watch the door in case he like tries to run out?
Hold on. So
That's a smart
This,
idea.
this is
Or
kind
do
of
you
the
have,
plan from last week.
Like let's make a
It didn't
plan.
work out well that way.
Let's make a plan.
Okay.
So you knock on the door.
Yeah.
I'll be at the back. If he runs, then I got him.
Okay.
If he doesn't run, if he opens the door, I'm gonna go into his house. You stall him for as long as possible, just ask him questions. I'm gonna investigate his house.
Looking for murder weapons,
Correct.
not like you're
Murder
not stealing
weapons.
from him, right?
Correct. I'm not gonna steal from him.
He's gonna steal from him.
I feel it.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
that sounds like a
weapon.
plan. I mean, maybe 2 people at the back.
Okay.
Not the worst idea. Cool.
I can do it myself though.
No, I know you can, but like, he's there
Or-
for your protection.
Or or even Corn. Where's Corn probably go?
He is the strongest among us.
Crazy.
He'll come with me.
Okay.
He'll come with me.
Maybe
You
he
guys are pretty
can stay
charismatic.
at the door, and then
So am I.
just one person go, because 2 people sneaking might be,
Right. That's too much. He'll wait at the door just in case he does decide to run, and I'm still upstairs.
Because maybe you got to run away, and they're gonna chase, and then he'll be right there
Yeah,
to
exactly. You know.
opportunity attack kind of
Yeah.
thing.
That's fine. All right.
It works out.
So we'll all be in position. I'll knock on the door.
Okay, so we'll just need 2 stealth checks, 1 for you, 1 for Corn. This is just not being noticed, unless you're just gonna just brazenly walk back there, kind of.
I was just gonna kind of walk.
Okay.
Like,
So
I wasn't gonna like sneak back there.
okay.
I'm guessing there's
So
people walking
you're,
by.
you're just
anyways.
acting casual then.
Yeah.
Acting casual. So as long as no one's watching, it'll probably be fine,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah. All right. So you are positioned,
He's
right?
a gnome anyway, so
Yeah,
it should be easy to.
I can carry him.
Right. As long as you stand, he goes in front of you, they won't know he's there.
Exactly.
I think that halflings were technically that's actually true.
Halflings, yeah.
Yeah.
And gnomes are like what, 4 inches taller than them?
They're also wide. They're like
Okay.
fatter.
That's fair.
It's nimble. So anything special you want to set up back there, or you're just gonna wait for stuff to happen?
You know, I'm actually gonna quietly, or at least as quietly as I possibly can. It won't be super loud, probably,
Okay.
because it's dirt. 2 titans on either side of the door.
Okay, like a tripwire you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tie a rope to each end.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So,
So like more of a tripwire, yeah.
okay. I don't think that's very noisy, so that's not.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hammer it. I'm just gonna like stick him in the ground. So like.
Use the gnome.
But let's. I just want like a quick just a dexterity check because it's not dirt necessarily. You're kind of in a city, so it's more like cobblestone. So we'll have to find a good spot.
Okay.
And like so maybe if it's a bad roll, maybe it'll come loose if it's not really tight.
Okay. So just a dex saving throw.
Yeah, just straight dex.
15.
All right. So you find a nice, pretty tight spot that you think it's solid. You know,
Could work,
I
yeah.
mean, it's just a regular elf come through. It's not something bigger that
Right,
would.
exactly. Yeah. It's,
You should be fine.
yeah. It's just kind of makeshift.
Yeah. All right. So you got a tripwire set up, and anything
Just
else?
kind of waiting at the door.
Okay.
Like, kind of having my hand on the door like handle, but like not fully. Just kind of like waiting until I hear them.
Okay. And then if the door should move or some way, I'll give you an advantage if something happens.
We'll have the dagger of warning. So like,
But that's
true.
hostile intent towards him specifically. So they would if they don't know he's there. There's no hostile
I'll be
intent.
at the ready, but like.
So it's a very specific that
I do
dagger.
have the tripwire, so he'll probably trip over it.
You'll both go in a heap. All right. So you're set up.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what's going on at the front of the house?
are there any windows? Right?
Yeah, there's like a couple windows, kind of like the central door, a couple windows either, like one on each side, you know, like pretty basic.
I'm gonna like peer through the window, see if I can see him.
Okay. So one of the windows drawn. Not much you're gonna do without maybe if there's some magical thing, I don't know. Then the other one, there is a little crack in it, like so it is drawn, but like you know how there's like a gap between the window. So like this will just be like a perception.
Okay.
To see 19. All right, so you're able to see in, and it looks like, well, not like everything, but from your angle, it just looks like, you know, typical furniture. Looks like a everyday house. You don't see anyone there, but there is light coming from inside.
Okay.
So you can tell because it's color. It's not black and white. Because if you're,
So nothing truly heinous and
it just looks
murderous from what I can tell. Okay.
not from this perspective.
Is it a 2-story or a 1-story?
It's a 1-story. Simple house.
No upstairs. Yeah.
So it appears to be kind of like the main room.
Okay.
Like so, like the entrance area. It's
yeah,
probably
I'll
you know.
just knock on the door.
Okay. So after a moment or two, would you make a perception check? Or yeah, perception.
14.
You hear some footsteps. Just regular pace.
Just regular pace.
Yeah. And they seem to be
Coming
getting
towards me or-
fainter.
Fainter? Okay.
Okay. Nothing.
I'll,
Okay.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay, great.
At the moment. I'm not gonna.
Alright.
I'll wait until till they start talking. And then
Okay.
Make my.
Yeah, and then we'll figure out how we switch this over as we go, kind of thing. All right, so now answering the door is an elf. And let's see. What do you want?
Hi. My name is Thanean.
That's nice.
Yeah, this is Heiveth. We are.
Hi, Shava, Moonbrook.
Uh-huh.
So you're a city elf, right?
Let's take a turn.
So at the moment I hear them talking, and
Go with it.
actually at the moment she starts talking because I know she can go for a while.
I got your back.
I'm gonna stealth in, I'm gonna try the door quietly to see if it opens.
Locked.
Locked. Okay.
Or at least it doesn't budge. Probably locked, though.
Probably locked. Okay, I'm gonna take my thieves' tools out.
All right, so let's do a little...
Will that sleight of hand still?
it'd be with your thieves tools, which is, it's basically sleight of hand, but I think the thieves tool, don't they have a separate thing? But it's the same thing.
Okay.
So,
Okay, for sure.
because you're trained in thieves tools, we assume we add thieves, like, proficiency plus your, so it winds up being the same.
Okay, so then
It's just if you don't have the tools, then it would be much more difficult.
Okay.
So it's just normal like that.
23 though.
All right, so click,
Open
goes
the
right
door.
open, doesn't even squeak.
Doesn't even squeak. All right. So I'm gonna look around. Can I roll perception to see if I see any sort of weapons around?
Okay, so you're searching specifically for weapons.
Correct.
All right, so let me think action economy of this. Like, all right, so the unlock, then you could move, and then
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to take a full like perception, but you get a very quick overview
Yeah,
of what you're
just gonna,
seeing.
Look around and
All
just
right.
gonna see.
It appears to be
Yes.
now there's light, so it's not dark, and it appears to be a kitchen.
Used to be a kitchen.
Yes. So it has all kind of the typical things you see in a kitchen.
So like knives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Knives, little fireplace going. Well, not going, but it's there.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
No cooking is
Is
taking
there,
place.
is there like a trash bin at all?
Yeah, there's a little thing there.
Nothing appears to be in it.
You wouldn't be able to search it just yet. I'm just telling you what the basics of the room are. So if you have any basic questions, I'll answer those. But otherwise, you're gonna have to like dig down and search
None
it.
of the knives look particularly weird.
That's too much. That would be. I'd let you do that next.
Okay. So that's straight in front of me? Like I'm
It's
just in the kitchen at this point?
Yeah. So it's like a boxy type room, maybe as big as this room, and
That door's to either.
think of it. It's just like this room. You just came in the back door over there,
That's the back door.
and this is the
What it
room,
looks
kitchen.
like.
And there's a doorway over here, doorway over there. So on your right,
Like an archway or an actual door?
one's doorway, one's a door.
Which one's the doorway?
The doorway is to your right.
Okay. If I peer that way, what do I see?
You see like a table with chairs and just kind of like a little bit more of an open area,
Or a dining room?
something like that. It could be a dining room. It could be like a common area.
Okay.
So back to the front. So, and I am Vestrin. Do you have business here today?
Yes. Hi. We are with the Department of Mercantile here in the city. We just had a couple questions about a business partner of yours. I was wondering if you had some time to speak with us.
How much is it worth to you?
How much is it worth to you?
Well, I don't have any other dealings today,
Okay.
but it doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, that's fair.
Would you like to step inside? Have a seat?
You know, actually, I kind of like the sunlight. You know, I don't get out much. So,
Very well.
do you want to just step outside real quick? Maybe.
I'm fine right
Yeah,
here in the
that's
doorway.
Fine. That, you know, Sir Rondel.
Yes, Rondel.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Esteemed business partner.
Okay, esteemed business partner.
Can I do a perception check?
Or insight, right?
Yeah, insight to
Yes.
see if he's genuine.
Okay.
Just... Ooh, 18.
He completely believes that.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Business partner of murdered guy.
Yeah.
Or he says, at least.
Yeah.
You're aware of his death, right?
I had heard rumors, But you coming here means, well,
Yeah.
that must be true. This is not good, not good.
Yeah.
Some investments. I have to look into that.
Question number one would be, who takes over his business, the day-to-day operations of this business with his passing?
His or
Well,
our things?
yeah.
I mean, I run those.
Okay.
So I would
So
run.
you're
I've been.
a client or a business partner? Like, how would you?
We're mutual investors.
Mutual investors. Okay.
But I generally run the day-to-day in our affairs.
Okay. So he's been dead a couple of days, and we talked to Hagen and
Hagen.
and Gabrielle, the staff there, and they said that you came over quite a lot. So
Well, we always had dealings, and so maybe once a week I'd even.
once a week. Okay.
Yeah.
How were those dealings?
Well, so we're gonna go back to the kitchen now.
In the kitchen.
Look at a good question.
I'm gonna walk into the kitchen,
Okay.
find the trash bin, kind of just look, not walk to it, but like kind of just look in it. See if
Okay, you're
there's
just gonna look as you go by the trash can. Okay.
anything in there.
Just refuse. It looks like.
Something I can particularly
Okay.
tell. I'm gonna drawers. Are there drawers?
There are drawers. Would you like to search the drawers?
Yes.
All right. Investigation check.
Okay.
You don't have anything added?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just typical kitchen utensils. You know, you have some foods, different raw ingredients, just pretty basic stuff there. You still have some movement if you wanted to move towards a door or doorway, or if you want to stay in the kitchen, do some more there.
I'm gonna look up at the knives.
So you're gonna head to where the knives are, like the various utensils. Just so that you're there.
Actually, no.
Because this is just setting you up for next turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk towards the doorway.
Okay, so you are at the precipice of the doorway,
Okay.
and now we return to the front. And
How were those dealings?
well, they were here and there, you know, but I'd say over the course of the years we have made more money than we've lost. So good business as far as I'm concerned.
The staff, Hagen in particular, mentioned that there were quite a few arguments between the two. Some of them quite hostile towards the end.
Well, you have to, be very assertive when talking about what percent of the business will belong to you in these deals. Depending on how much you invest, what
how much
expertise, all these sorts of things.
If you don't mind me asking, how much percent would you get from him should anything happen to him?
You mean?
In the event of his demise, which we're now dealing with, how much? Because we're also tasked with...
I think I understand your
Yeah.
question. Well, if I were an honest businessman, I would honor the original percents, giving the rest to his estate. But if he's dead, I don't know if he'll care too much if I take the rest.
Okay.
So I would have to infer with some of the...
The rest. All of it.
Whatever controlling percentage he had.
infer with the local authorities before I make a decision on...
Of course.
But it's good that you brought that up. It's a good thought.
Can I see him? Did I see him enter when he went through the doorway? Or?
It's behind the house. You couldn't see what happened with that. You just know there's a plan going on.
So if we were to go inside, it wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world. He wouldn't get immediately caught.
Well, unless you gave him up. It's
Well,
only
no,
a matter
I'm
of
not-
whether the other guy sees him or not.
No, I know, but like,
Yeah.
if you were to sit down, because I don't want to keep staying outside and being all weird sounding.
Mhm.
So if we go into this main room, would he then be given up just from him seeing him? Would I think that, or
You don't, because you don't know if he's entered yet. He may be waiting for the moment to strike.
You have to assume that I have entered, but you're not sure.
basically I'm just wondering if there's direct sight from the main room to where he would enter from.
You wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know that.
I mean, if you enter,
Just from a perception of the room as I was.
Oh,
standing
okay.
in the
So
doorway.
you want to look into the house past his shoulder, kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So then you can make another perception check. This is not through the window. This is a much clearer picture.
Okay.
You're too short, it turns out.
I look.
Go for it.
That's funny.
With your superior height, you see over.
6 foot, 4 foot, totally different.
And according to you, at least, you haven't said anything yet. You've just been you've been analyzing the situation. I assume this time looking for maybe you've been inciting him. I'm not sure. But you see it looks like a common room where it has a little bit of furniture. It's similar to what was described and seeing through that doorway that you saw earlier. You don't know this, but same description. There is a doorway in the back right. You can't see to the immediate right, but you can see kind of like in that direction. So there is a doorway back there. It's toward the back, so maybe your guy came in through the back there, or maybe there's another room.
I guess I'll just keep talking about here until he decides to say something. So, I want to invite him in, or invite myself in, rather.
Well, you were invited in. You
No,
refused.
I know.
You just said I'd rather stay outside.
No, I know.
It's so sunny.
Maybe a bird poops on me. I was like, maybe I should go inside. Can we go back to him so I can say that?
Sure. Anything that you wanted to add?
Go back.
Okay. So you were at this doorway now, and you start to hear some talking.
Okay, so looking into that, so I'm gonna peer into the room through the doorway.
Okay, so you're just peeking around the corner, kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of just like looking. What do I see at that point?
All right. You basically see an elf who is talking to your friends,
Okay.
and you make eye contact with 20.
Okay.
Yep. So you now know that he is in that room there.
Okay.
And so what you see there, you see the initial furniture that was there. You see kind of like a spot where like cloaks, hats would be put kind of near the door. It looks like there's also like a long sword near the door, kind of like the one you keep near the door in case things get out of hand.
Like a shotgun.
Yeah. And it seems like on like his back hip he has like a dagger.
On his back hip.
Like on his side hip, because he's side on, so the door is partially obscuring him from the front.
So it's here.
It's on his
Does he have
side.
does he have his hand on it? Or
No.
anything?
His hand's on the door.
He just happens to have one.
But he is armed, and there's a larger weapon nearby.
Okay. I mean,
That's what you notice.
as long as there's no ruckus, I don't see why he wouldn't use it.
Yeah. And they're very outnumbered, so if you wanted to bust down the door and just beat him up, I guess you probably could.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Like his longsword.
So is that room the edge of the house at that point? Is there like any doorways past that room?
that looks like a bigger room, and then you're like in it's almost, and then there's the doorway, so it looks like that's the whole house. It looks like there's that front part, there's the kitchen, and then there's this room behind the door.
That I haven't gone through.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna, as I peer in, I'm gonna see them, look around, don't see much, go back,
Yeah.
and then go to the door,
Okay.
and then try the door.
Okay. This door is not locked, and so you're going to open the door. So you're not going to be able to enter the room, but you'll be able to see initially. It appears to be a bedroom.
Appears to be a bedroom.
It's a bedroom.
He's like,
It's actually a portal to another dimension.
It's like as you
That's
step
the
into the
end of
After
bedroom,
fighting the elder gods.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
and that's where that's going to stop for you,
Yeah,
because that's your action movement. So
for sure.
so, if I may,
you may.
where were you the night of his passing?
What night was that?
A
A couple days ago, you said?
3 days ago?
3 days ago. Let's see. I think whatever the date is,
Yeah.
you stated the date, and he's like,
Okay.
okay, let's see. Let's see. Well, that would have been on the. I think I was just down by the docks as usual. I think I may have seen him the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Had our most recent dealings, had to square them away.
That is correct. The butler did inform us in that dealing that was the most heated, where you did vow to take his life. Is that correct?
It's a figure of speech, of course. It's all has to do with the deal. You know. He wanted to give me 25%. I put in nearly half.
You know, maybe we should go in and discuss this further.
I don't know.
Very well. I mean, I'm tired of
Yeah,
having this heat.
I'm tired of standing outside anyway.
So he invites you in. He goes over and sits at the table that is there and invites you to sit down if you'd like.
Okay. I hope you don't mind. And then I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
15-foot radius.
Okay.
He can't directly lie at any bluff checks or deception checks. I know whether he
You just
passes
Is
or
it
fails.
against an enemy, by the way?
It's everyone.
Yeah. So everybody in that 15-foot
You
radius.
can't lie to him either.
if you stand within the radius, you could 20
Yeah.
feet away.
He's like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, no. Well, I mean, I'm just, something might be spilled, but that's what you're saying.
I don't even think it affects me. I think I can still lie. I don't know.
I'm more concerned about Kurtis.
I never lie.
Fair enough.
He hasn't said anything the entire time.
Well, if it's a zone, I would say it affects the zone.
Okay.
If it's a creature cast, I would say it affects the creature. So if you wanted to stand 20 feet away and have,
Well,
and you could
how
do
far
that.
away from him am I on the other side of the table?
If you stand against the back wall and he's sitting at the, I mean, I think
That's fine.
he's gonna know what's up then.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked if he didn't mind. And so we're all in the zone of truth. Nobody gets to lie. And I'm gonna say,
I've been anything but honest with you.
and now we'll know for sure. If you have nothing to hide, then I can rule you out of our suspect list, and we can get about our day. He can get about.
Oh, so I'm a suspect then.
I mean, you did vow to take his life. He is dead the next day.
That is a
You-
little fishy.
Yeah.
it is.
Also, we're at the dock, so it's a little.
But I
fishy.
stand the most to lose.
But you also
And
stand
the
the most
to
to gain.
Yeah.
In the short term,
Yeah. Sell it off in the long term. Whatever. Did you
We've had
kill
ye-
him?
I did not kill him.
You can't directly lie to me.
I'm not.
Okay. Do you know anybody that would wish ill upon him?
Plenty.
Do you have names?
That's harder. But I would say everyone who is in the same business who isn't us.
That's fair.
We're quite successful.
But I did ask you if you had names. Specific names. Not everyone is not a name.
Well, let's see.
God, he hides behind his charm. I got that so quick.
I mean, have you questioned the ones living at the house? Maybe
Yeah.
they had something to gain.
Yeah, no, they don't get anything from killing him. They're paid through other means. They're paid from the company, so killing him doesn't really do anything.
Well, he still has a lot of valuables around the house.
And they're still there, so.
They
And
have
they
a
live
home,
there, yeah.
A roof and shelter and food, all paid for now.
Hmm.
So what you're telling me is you have no other suspects other than everyone. You said you didn't kill him, and I guess I have to believe you. But you have nothing else to give me.
I can give you lots of information, but naming a specific name would be hard. I mean, he has so many dealings. It's hard to have any one in particular that would stand out.
Besides you, who else is he close to within these dealings?
I mean, we're the major partners, but I'm sure, he probably has others that he's dealt with.
Who's your major rivalry? Your rival?
Major rival. Well, there is a small trading company recently on the north side of the docks, but I don't think they have the backbone to do anything.
What are they called?
The North Shore Trading Company.
What was the subject of the? You said 25%. You put in nearly half. Nearly half of what?
Of the gold, of course.
Yeah, for what was your latest dealing?
Well, I suppose since I'm the only one that is alive, I might indulge on your question, but normally I would not.
Right, yeah.
Any other clients I cannot really talk about,
That's fair.
but we came upon some certain magical items that we believe we could sell for far more than we acquired them for.
Let's get off of the business conversation. I feel like
I would be more comfortable with that as well.
yes. Are you a well-known man amongst this in town?
Not as much as I should be.
Do you feel like you have connections with any underground muscle? By any chance?
I could find some, but I prefer not to ask questions. I prefer to count dollars or gold pieces.
Do you feel like if you figure this one out, sir. Are you the type of man that wants to get messy in certain situations?
If necessary, to undercut the competition.
Sure.
And to the back room.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk into the bedroom. Is there any dressers?
There is one, like an armoire. There's one armoire, couple chests.
I'm gonna look under the bed.
Okay. So this is be a quick investigation check.
15.
All right. So underneath the bed, you find there's additional bedding and stuff. There's like a few sacks of like they look kind of like coin purses.
I'm gonna take those.
Okay.
Um,
One of them jingles, the other two do not.
I'm gonna open the two that do not.
Okay. So one of them is they're like these like little pieces of metal that have been like carved to make little like shapes.
So
And the other one is like a they look like coins, but they are they're like they're not the shape of coins, but they're not the material. So they look kind of like they're like
flipper chips, kind of.
something like it could be like a hard wood, probably something like that. So, but it actually, could you make like an intelligence check?
Yes. 6.
You wouldn't know how to do this, but they may be one stage of some counterfeit coins.
Okay. I would like to understand that.
Yeah.
You're a man that fancies gold, is real.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm in the pocket. All 3 of those.
Okay.
Evidence.
Evidence.
He wants this.
I'm gonna check. You said there's 2 chests, and then an armoire.
Yeah, I'll let you check one of the things.
1 chest right now.
Okay.
Natural 20.
All right, it unlocks. It was locked. I just letting you know.
Oh. Okay.
It was locked, so I would say that just would have been your unlock check.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so don't even need the pick.
Okay.
You see, it's just like the fawns kind of thing.
All right. Then I will investigate it. Actually.
All right. So there's a lot of like cloths and things. 18. And underneath you find some books of various sorts. There's no labels on them.
Oh, can I like open a couple, like rummage through and see if?
Okay, so you open the book, and now we're going to turn to the front.
Got me.
And
Yeah, you were taking a few too many actions anyways,
Yeah.
but I was like...
Fair enough.
Or to the other room, actually.
yeah.
What else did you want to know?
Did you pay to have someone kill him?
Of course not. Why would I do such a thing?
We've already talked about that. Listen, I other than North Shore Trading, I need something. I need someone.
Well,
you said it's hard. I get that.
maybe. Maybe I can give you some ideas. I can't give you names necessarily.
Yeah.
I would give the name of everyone in the city practically if I were to do that. But have you? So there's alternative business dealings. I said that was one thing. Is there maybe blackmail? Maybe someone knew the right thing?
Would you know the right thing?
I might know a thing or two.
Do you know any kind of information about Surge that you would, use to blackmail him?
Well, there's several dealings we have that would be less than fair if the other parties knew all the details.
I'm not here to judge about that. I just want to know the details.
What kind of details? Do you mean what kind of deals?
Yeah, what kind of deals? I'm looking for something specific. Somebody I can go to and accuse them the same thing I accused you of. So if there's maybe somebody who found out about a shady dealing that then would seek revenge, maybe you're next, I don't know.
Oh, that is a good point. And let's get to the bottom of this immediately, of course. Well, there is a few things that he may have been involved in. I know sometimes upon his suggestion, of course, I merely just listened to him as a respectful business partner. We would sometimes put in our payments some less than adequate coinage.
And by that you mean counterfeit?
Sometimes, changing a copper for silver, small things where you won't find until you're deep in the bag. Or
painting them to a different...
Yes, counterfeit occasionally. You can't do too much, otherwise they'll catch on.
Yeah. Okay. Who was the last person that you would have done this with? Two, I guess.
I think, I'd have to check my ledger for that.
Where is your ledger?
Oh, it's in my room if you don't mind.
Oh,
I don't want you to leave the zone, so...
And I don't want to go there either because...
So...
But I can get to that for you later before you leave.
Okay.
That works.
I mean, we can get it for you.
I would...
Is there
feel
something
less
you don't want us to know about in there?
Well, I don't want you to know where I keep it. I don't want you to...
matter?
Well, because I want to only expose certain information that you're looking for. I don't want you to give you all information. Information is valuable.
We respect your home and your wishes.
It was just a suggestion.
But so you have that, which I guess that's more that's not rival businesses. That's customers really, or other potentially ships we work with. There's all sort. Like I said, you could name almost everyone.
Well, there was no ships the 2 weeks prior, or up till now. There hasn't been any ships of yours in the dock. So.
Yes, so that would be unlikely, and plus there is records of them coming and going, so it would be at least obvious that someone in the crew might have been involved, at the minimum. And you're aware of the maid, right? And her involvement,
Yeah.
whatever her name is.
Yeah. Involvement? How?
Well, potentially for blackmail.
Go on.
Her involvement.
Yeah, no, I get that. You can just say it. We're all adults here.
Yeah.
Well, it would be inappropriate for a man of his stature to be involved with such a lowly person.
Mm-hmm. But...
Especially a halfling.
Throw around reason to.
Do you think that, or do you know if she was ever used as an incentive for potential customers to take less money, perhaps?
No, I think what was ever between them was between them.
Okay.
think her presence at the manor was less about housekeeping.
That's fair. That makes sense. I think I had mine from her.
It was pretty dirty.
Yeah.
She was too late.
That is true.
It's been a week. There's all this blood all over the walls.
She's doing that half-ass dusting when you come back. I work here.
Is there any reason why the butler would want him dead that you know of?
Seems loyal enough. I wouldn't be able to identify that, but you never know what hidden motives people could have.
Did you ever have underground actions within the business? Like, would you take money under his without his knowing?
Did you steal from him?
I did not steal from him, no. We stole together.
Oh, okay. So you were the best of friends that argued all the time. And
Well, we argued, we were honest, honor among businessmen.
thieves.
Among business.
Did you ever copy the ledger or take any documents that you can make your own and try to branch out from there?
Well, I mean, I already run the day-to-day. I already have everything I need. I wouldn't need to get rid of him. I just don't have access to his money now. It's a problem.
It's not going to be that much of a problem. Yeah, so just the money? You didn't have enough money to strike out on your own? That's why you kept dealing with this guy?
Well, we can always get a bit more, and he has, wealthy relatives over in Crystal Cliff as well. So whether he convinced them that there was business dealings or if he was just asking money for some other reasons, he had access to quite a bit of finances between his personal accounts and the family.
I feel like a lot of the information is coming from the ledgers and documents you have in your room.
Yeah.
And now we're going back to that room.
I'm just going to say, why don't we go get that ledger and then all the things that happened in the meantime? I said it loud enough for you to hear me.
Alright. So I
You have
rummaged
all
through
of
some of the
whatever was
books. Do they look like any spell books, any ledgers?
They appear to be ledgers. There's a lot of numbers and then different businesses. It appears to be some individual names. It's just pages and pages and pages of that.
How many of those?
That was the 3 books. They're all ledgers.
I'm gonna take those 3.
Okay.
Pocket evidence,
Okay.
Next chest.
Okay.
So.
You want to check it first? Well, you're making the roll before.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, check it. This one is not locked.
Okay. So
Okay, so now investigation for this.
Investigation.
3. This one, it's filled with less with cloth and things, more like personal effects. So you have like some like spare like cups and things, and there's like some tools and whatnot. A lot of it's like a junk chest. Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna go to the armoire.
Okay. Also, you hear okay, we're gonna come back and check out the things.
All right. At that point.
Yeah.
I specifically said, let's go get the ledger.
Uh-huh.
So if you would know.
If he had found the ledger, which he has, so it.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that
We're getting
the ledger, the
That
ones that you just took. So whatever you want to do is on you at this point.
So, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna check the armoire to see if it's open.
It's open. It's just an armoire.
Is there anything in it?
There's clothing in it. Do you want to spend time looking through?
Can I possibly hide into the armoire?
Would you like to hide in the armoire?
Yes.
All right. So this is just going to be a stealth check. Yeah.
Stealth check that. 17.
All right. So you tuck in between the clothes and close the door. And there's a keyhole so you can look through.
All those good movies over there.
All right. Back to the front.
I guess he's gonna lead us into his room.
All right. Let's go. He leads you through the kitchen, where he notices, oh, that's strange. There's an open door. He goes to close the door, and Corin's gonna need to make a stealth check now. He's waiting outside the door.
Come on, Corn.
Oh, natural 11.
Oh, come on. He just standing right in the middle. I'm keeping an eye out. Like, like, come on, Briggs.
He
He's just in the
stares
middle of the backyard, just.
He stares at the
gnome,
He's just like, what
and
the hell?
he's going to kick the gnome.
Hold on. Instead, can he misperceive that he's trying to run off and then trying to tackle the elf?
Well, he decided he was trying to hide. So
He decided to try to.
yeah. So he has a 19, probably hits.
Yeah.
And then he's using it as a push action. So there's no damage, but he's gonna move back 5 feet.
Okay.
He's like, get out of here, you damn gnome, and slams the door. Click, locks it.
Like that weird kid that keeps trying to find a hiding place.
And he's like, thieves these days. Ugh. Yeah, you can't be too careful.
You know.
Self-remark, that's smart.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Hopefully that was the only
That's a
one.
good alibi, actually. I was never there. He'll be like, where are the ledgers? Damn gnome! Took the ledgers.
That's a great idea.
okay, so we enter the room, and then he. Could you wait just outside for a moment?
Yeah.
Closes the door, and he heads on over to the chest that you just took the ledgers from.
You could have put them back, man.
No, man. No, man.
Commit. If it goes in, it's not coming out.
Yep. Just,
Opens the chest, digs around. I swear I could have put this here somewhere. Opens the other chest. Wait a second, wasn't this one locked? And he closes the chest and he enters back out, closes the door behind him.
There's too much noise in there. I know he walked out, but.
Do you mind helping me for a minute?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, there is a gnome outside that I believe has stolen my ledgers. We should slay him, take the ledgers back, and I will show you exactly what there is. Let's go. He runs out the door.
I'm gonna run out the door after him.
I was thinking.
All right, both of you are gonna make
As they
dexterity checks.
You better get.
as they leave, I'm just gonna get out and run.
Go out the front. Go out the front.
Going up the front.
All right,
Oh, man.
so first we'll solve this. He sees it immediately and hops over the tripwire.
Okay.
You ran out as well, so there's a tripwire that they had set up.
I
earlier.
see him go over it, and I.
Well, you went at the same time immediately, so
Oh.
you have to react to this.
What is that?
Dex.
Dexterity is a 9.
9. Okay, so this one, you see the wire, you jump, but it still catches your leg.
I'm short. I can't.
You don't fall prone, but you're stopped. You lose all your movement. So
Okay.
you're stuck basically the immediate square outside the door.
Okay.
He sees the prone gnome who he kicked moments ago, and he takes out his dagger and he's
Hold on.
all right. You're gonna make a persuasion check, and he's gonna make a dexterity check to see if he listens as well.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural.
Well, it's 16 plus 4.
Okay, so I'd say that's convincing enough, but can he stop himself in time is more the question. He cannot, but, so the attack,
It's a little humanoid.
well, it's advantage actually, right, because he's grounded, but, so that was pretty high, it was like 20 something, I think. So there will be a hit with his 1d4. So he's gonna do 4 damage to Corin.
To the gnome.
Comes, and then as you're saying, no, don't. All right, so now back to the room.
So I'm gonna get out of the armoire. I'm gonna run out the front.
All right.
Can I stop him?
All right, we'll get to that if you cross paths.
I mean,
all right.
him.
Well, you can't stop him as a player, but if you run into each other, then and because you don't technically know where he is, you just know he was going to try. He may be outside too. Maybe they were waiting and listening.
Okay.
So okay. So
Other than the fact that
But I'm
he
right
saw him in
outside
the
the
kitchen.
bedroom door, right?
oh yeah, you do know.
Okay.
So
So I'm gonna.
you definitely suspect that he's either in the room or he's just outside. He's just made his way out. So you know it's basically one of two because he couldn't have gotten by you through that doorway.
Right.
So you open
Open
the
the
armoire, and so you're back in the room. All the same things are there. Chests are open.
Leave
You
the
have
bedroom.
the door there. Yeah, there's a window there with the blinds drawn.
There's a window in the room.
Yeah, that was the window that he couldn't see through earlier.
I'm gonna.
Oh, that's to the front of the house. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually go through the window.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the window and just find a bench somewhere outside and just sit there.
Are you busting through, or are you trying to?
No, I'm gonna like actually just open it.
Okay.
It's not super stealthy. I'm assuming they're doing something, so I'm just gonna open it and just climb through.
Okay. So, and are you just going for it, or are you going stealthy with it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay, great. So you movement's not a problem. So now, I guess it'll just be just a very basic dexterity check. It's more just getting the stuff out of the way.
22.
22. So you're able to move it out of the way, open the thing, and then you are just outside the window.
Okay, I'm gonna find like a bench or like a fence I can sit on.
A fence?
I don't need it.
Like a little
like
box.
those log fences.
Oh, okay.
Stack of boxes.
Yeah, or
Like a retaining wall sort of situation.
Yeah, or like a crate.
Okay, so you could find a place nearby that you could sit down.
Right,
I'd say you're heading there. You will arrive pretty soon.
Okay. Good call.
Sorry.
We're back to the back now.
I probably will not.
That's fair.
So you're currently outside. Actually, what are the rest of you going to do? Because he kind of ran outside. Now you guys are standing in the house. They've run outside. You hear no, don't.
And I hear,
I'm gonna go outside. Yeah.
I'm gonna go out as well. And I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip on. Hold on, I have an idea.
Don't do that. That's hostile. We still have the zone of truth. Why don't we question him before we just start killing him? He can't lie. I know you want to kill him.
No. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just listening. I'm just like.
No, I'm talking to him though.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, we still have the zone set up. We can bring.
Who's
him in.
this?
I don't know who that is.
Well, then why should I stop?
Because you don't want to kill an innocent man for hanging out in your backyard. It's trespassing. I get that.
The ledgers are gone.
Then let's find out if he took them.
All right.
Be
And
very
then-
careful with your words.
Is Corin going to resist? He's going to try to basically grapple him.
I feel
like resist the grapple?
I mean, he
Yes.
just got stabbed. I don't
I
know
don't
if
think
he's.
he's gonna resist.
I feel like
he's
he'll
just gonna like
agree with
lay there, just like
He'll probably be saying, "I don't know what you're talking about."
It's just whether he's going to play along or not is kind of the question.
Yeah, he kind of
So-
agrees with anything, so I'm saying.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean-
saying he agrees with.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
he
go
kinda
with the
wants to
zone of
stay
truth.
around.
Yeah, let's do that. I want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take anything.
Please don't stab me.
Okay, so he's not resisting then? He's okay, so we'll say he's brought inside, weapons are put away, now we're back at the table, and now he has some questions for Corin, I believe.
Okay.
Where are the ledgers?
What ledgers?
Fine, you can go.
Alright.
And don't tell anyone about this either.
Got it. Also, don't tell anybody that you stabbed me, I guess.
Got him.
Embarrassing.
I keep my number straight.
And
Scram!
Corin's just gonna leave.
Yeah.
And, he's an idiot, so he's gonna stop and he's gonna look at me and like, what do we do now? Just,
Does the plan still work?
so he's gonna leave as well.
This is a problem.
Yeah, no, I get that. We really need that information from those ledgers.
So it seems that whoever was after Sir is now after you as well, but he's taking you on more.
Well, it seems at this point they must have known that there must be some information in those ledgers if they took them.
Maybe their names.
Quite possibly. It would not surprise me.
You said you'd have to look at it for the last name, but is there anybody that you could have, just the most recent guy that you talked to, the last client that you had, you remember his name, or even just a long time client that you did business with multiple times, perhaps?
I mean, more recently, I believe may have worked with Wolfram, a trader from Glacia. He was starting to work with the North Shore Trading Company, but so we had to offer some better prices,
Okay.
better than we would have liked.
That's fair. Okay. Do you know where he is in the city?
If he's in, he would be. His ship would be in. He doesn't live here, so.
What
Either-
was the ship called? Do you know?
The Wolfram Express.
Oh, Wolfram Express. Okay.
I don't know if he was the type to stay on his ship or nearby, but he always met on the ship if he was in town.
Okay. We definitely need the information from those ledgers, so we want to help you get them back. We won't. So.
I would like that as well.
Yeah. We will
Se-
go.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. We will go talk to this Wolfram. Maybe do the same sort of situation here. See if you took them. Anything else that you can remember?
Not particularly. I'd say check out all your leads and
Yeah.
someone will lead to someone. It's just a matter of time, really.
Yeah.
Did you how was he killed actually?
Just brutally murdered. Just when we walked in the room, we never got to see the body, but just blood everywhere. Just multiple wounds from a sword of some sort, some sort of sharp weapon. It wasn't like torn apart by beasts or anything. It's not an act of God. Somebody did murder him.
Okay. Well, if you do come into possession, as you may, in your little journey, investigation, I would be quite glad to get those ledgers back.
Oh, of course. It was.
How much is it worth to you?
Maybe the price isn't so important as the connections, perhaps. I
Okay,
know
that's fair.
all sorts of traders up and down the coasts.
Okay.
Maybe, do you plan on staying in the realm long, or are you just passing through?
We were told to come here, and we're here until something else catches our interest.
We're slowly having an attachment to it. So
Okay.
if we can have a home base through you with trading and what have you, that'd be
Because, for those...
Maybe put her in the cargo hold of a ship.
I mean, that would be cheaper passage, I suppose, but I think it's better to just work a ship, frankly.
I'm telling you.
But cheap passage, I'm sure if there was the right ship that didn't fill itself completely, maybe there's space for, for adventurers to squeeze aboard.
4.5.
1.5.
Nah, I'm making a joke.
Is there a fifth one?
I'm not very big, so I'm just saying. We
Oh,
could
oh!
potentially take 2 more people.
3.5, yeah, yes.
So we're gonna go talk to Wolfram. We will be. I forget the name of the inn that we're staying at.
You'll get back to me,
Yes.
Yeah, if you have any pressing information that comes your way, anything else happens, if there's another break-in, we'll be at the inn just outside of the keep.
Oh, of course.
And you can find us there if anything should arise.
I will send word should anything else
Definitely.
occur.
It was a pleasure for your hospitality and a city elf as yourself. It's really nice to talk to a very wise person such as yourself.
Oh, of course. None are wiser.
I'm gonna lean over to him going, he's not that wise. His business partner just died.
Well,
Hopefully to nobody other than
I would like to increase my wisdom and perhaps upon the conclusion of this investigation, I might know the conclusion.
Oh, we'll keep you well informed.
Yes.
What do you want to say?
I think that's.
Strong style.
Got my axe.
You just wink, and that's the only thing you do.
Thank you for your hospitality. We'll be on our way.
Also, it's a mighty fine long sword that you got there.
Why, thank you, sir.
You gotta do it since you.
Gotta come with us somehow.
And then we're just gonna turn and walk away.
I think like if you ran out the front, you could have come.
You could have.
Could've.
That would make a lot of noise, probably.
Probably.
Because it was behind the door, so you had to stop.
Yeah.
Kind of it come from.
Also, he would definitely notice the sword missing.
Well, he's gonna eventually notice that money's
The ledger
missing.
was- Well, then he would be like, "Who the fuck's? Was it one of you two?" Like, it would have made a bigger deal. Because,
Yeah, that's right.
anyways, So I'm sitting outside. Kind of
Yeah, you have arrived at your cool kid sitting location.
Just sitting there, just kind of like chilling, just like, I don't know, playing with my dagger, just like waiting until they come out.
Yeah. Well, as you're waiting, someone comes and sits down next to you.
Hello.
Hello. I believe you have a small favor owed.
Oh, this is from the. This is from the shop, right? I forgot what I asked for.
The shady dealer.
You're the shady dealer.
I'll give you 5 gold and a favor.
I'm asking for him for a favor.
No, you
He's
got the
coming
favor
back-
already.
he's coming
You
back
owe a
to
favor.
select.
That's right.
You owe a favor to a shady dealer.
That's right.
I think it was
right.
like on a dagger or something.
Yeah, you got a discount or
Yeah,
something.
get a discount on something. Okay.
He's coming to collect for you.
Yes, of course. I remember this. What is it that you need?
Well, I noticed you do some quite good work. I've heard some good things around the city.
Good work of.
Oh, of the most reputable nature.
You have to be more specific.
A bit daft, aren't you? But your fingers are quite nimble,
Of course.
of course. I noticed that you may. I am a very learned one, and I just perhaps wanted to buy a book or two.
Interesting. For use of what?
Personal use, just making sure, I especially like very non-fiction, just very educational.
So like a textbook.
Text fine, perhaps something mathematics, numbers.
So arithmetic. You want some arithmetic books?
That would be fine if you had something like that.
I can go find something like that.
Find something like that. You don't have anything now, do you?
Not on me. Not at the moment.
I mean, you just came out of a bookstore. I figured you might have a few books.
We're not just come out of a bookstore. Came out of a lawnmower.
So that's where they were, eh?
Don't really know what you're talking about, but I will find you something.
You have what I want.
Very confused.
The books.
The robes. You're saying nouns.
The books that you have, that you're holding,
Yeah, what about them?
I would like one of your books.
Do we come in at this point in time?
You will be coming in soon.
Okay.
Let's see. They are being used in an investigation right now. I can provide them to you after the investigation, if that is okay with you. We will not require them long.
Very well.
Thank
You know where to find me.
Of course I do.
Walks off.
All right.
And you leave the front of the house as this is happening. And he's sitting there looking really cool.
Do I see him finishing the conversation?
No, you never see this other guy.
Okay.
Never happened.
Just flipping my dagger. Are you guys watching?
Because I feel like he's gonna say something.
Just waiting for you guys.
I never know what you did. I never saw you.
What took so long?
Yeah, a very nice house.
Where's Corn, by the way?
Yeah, where's the gnome?
He just ran off. Like, we'll meet up with him later.
I'm sure he just went back outside and was at his post.
Just stay right there.
He's like, actually, I'm gonna take out my bow and shoot him.
We had to hop on a box.
Where's
But
the little gnome guy?
You know what? I'm assuming
He got kicked and then I kind of just ran.
he got stabbed after that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm thinking he's finding a medicine hall and just getting healed up himself.
Maybe we can look for a blood trail after this conversation.
yes, you can if you
Find
like.
him.
Okay.
Listen.
I'm gonna go grab my trap.
Oh yeah, that one. The one that I tripped over and got our friend stabbed.
Hey, that just jump better.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
The only advice: jump better.
Vestron didn't have a problem.
It's also a foot and a half taller than me.
So
He's
I'm gonna go grab my trap.
Okay.
So we're gonna walk over there, grab the trap.
You're gonna walk.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I ain't
stay back.
walking.
Yeah, I'm not walking over there.
I'm staying back.
It's not that far.
Yeah, I don't want to associate with the person who's picking up the trap behind the
Fair enough. Okay, fine.
And also, like, if he sees us behind there, after he just saw a thief behind there,
We spoke good word up to him and to.
we told him we'd get his ledgers back.
All right.
And to say good words, leaving and then coming back to the back, it looks like we don't trust him. Or
We were in on it.
yeah.
I'm gonna go sneak, get my traps.
All right.
I'm not very sneaky.
22.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, grab my traps, go back.
Corin's there too. He's just kind of hanging out, just kind of holding on to the wound.
Come on, just.
If he hasn't, is he a ranger? Does he have any healing ranger by now? Level 3. He might have like a little kind
I
of
can look up.
lay on handsy type of
He
thing.
might have patched himself. Anyway.
Yeah, if not, I.
Because
I
that-
I can heal him. He can
Yeah.
heal him.
I have good-
He'll
Yeah, I'm
I'll
saying
just be
he.
like, What are you doing?
Yeah.
Never should have taken it.
Just disappointing. And then I'm just
He
gonna.
did find the place.
Fair enough.
It's like you have one positive, but then the negative kind of outweighs.
Just,
the
we're gonna go back to the group. Let's go. Come on.
All right, you're rejoined by Corin. You got your stuff back, so if you marked it off, you can re-add it to your
I
inventory.
did not, because I was gonna go grab it.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna get a safe amount of distance.
Of course.
I want to get a safe amount of distance from the house.
So he doesn't just see you guys talking outside. And,
Correct.
Yeah,
Is the window still open?
it is.
I'm gonna like. I'm gonna
Don't,
go.
don't.
I'm gonna open. I'm just.
Well,
gonna
he already
look-
knows that, like, he'll know that there was a second person.
No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
You're trying to look in?
you're trying to close the door.
Because it's yeah, I'm trying to close it eventually, but I want to make sure I don't make any noise. So I'm gonna make sure he's not in the room by peeking through where it had been. Or it's open now, right? Because he threw it open when he walked out.
He already
wasn't it?
knows there was someone else in there.
Well, he doesn't know that
The gnome
yet.
didn't have the ledgers. That means someone else took them.
Plus,
Yeah.
But he
Well,
doesn't
it-
know
it-
I was. He doesn't know I was
In the
he's
house
not gonna
while they
know.
were outside.
No,
Yeah.
he could have
he was
happened
also
earlier.
He
Yeah.
was gone late earlier in the day. He could have happened.
But when he checked, the window was closed when he checked, and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So then, and when he checked again, the window would be open.
Fair enough. No.
Yeah, so I just
But-
want to make sure he's not in the room.
I mean, that doesn't
close the window.
incriminate them. It just means that he'll know that there was another person who was in there while they were there. It means that he'll be like, oh,
I just-
maybe the gnome was probably involved. He was just the
Yeah.
watch guy,
Yeah.
you know.
I just want to see if he's in the room. Is the window open now? Since he.
The window is open, but there's still the blinds behind it.
Okay.
So it's like open window with blinds, you know.
So about the same amount of vision as I had before.
Yeah, same amount of vision, but you could move it aside. So what are you doing with?
Just to see if he's in the room.
Okay, so you're gonna peek in the room, kind of
Yeah.
thing. All right, so you're peeking into the room, and then are you doing the stealthily at all, or are you just kind of?
Yes, a stealth.
Okay, so a stealth check as well on this one. 8.
No, I'm not trying to move the blinds either. I'm just trying to like.
Oh, okay.
look.
So
So-
it doesn't look like he's in there,
Okay. I'm going to then try to stealthily close the window.
which I think that's what the other roll was for, right? To close the window.
I thought it was just to not get heard sneaking up to.
Oh, because you were doing something. You were looking like investigation, but then
Yeah.
you want to do it sneakily or stealthily. So you want to close it as well. So that one, this would just be like a stealth check to do it. Because you're trying to do it quiet, because it's just a window.
That's a 9.
All right, so you close the window. It does make a little squeak.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna
Okay.
kinda waddle back over to the group.
Okay.
Waddle.
I'm a dwarf. You're not exactly
Fair
nimble.
All right. So get a safe amount of distance
Okay.
away from the house. So
What'd you take?
Done.
ledgers. What do you think I took?
Oh my god.
I literally was in the room as he was looking for him, and then he ran out saying the gnome took the ledgers. I obviously
Yeah,
took
no,
the
I
ledgers.
tripped over your trap.
Yeah, took the ledgers, all of them. We will need to possibly return them to him
Yeah, no,
if
wait.
you want.
No, we
We will.
we're gonna return to
Okay,
That's the
okay.
plan, to make good connections with
Yeah, he
people.
offered
Okay,
to
fair enough, fair enough.
Very nice.
trading opportunities.
Okay, fair enough. So, being one of the smartest people here, I'm gonna look over them. And,
Well, there's 3 of them. Why don't we pass it around?
All
at least a
3.
little?
fair enough, fair enough.
But make sure.
Outside, how many books did that guy want? Just one?
He just wanted one.
Okay. Fair enough, okay. So, yeah, no, spread them out. We'll all go over them.
Maybe we should do this back at the end.
Yes, of course. Also, he is counterfeiting gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he let us
He
know.
told us that.
You let us know
Well,
that.
sometimes it's a matter of taking copper and making it look like silver or gold.
Fair enough. Okay.
When
Just
you,
have evidence.
How do
of
you know that?
I have evidence of it.
Well,
I pull out the 2
Yeah.
sacks.
Yeah.
The 2 here.
just
And then like so one of them is they look basically like wood coins, so they haven't been prepared in any way. And then I think that was both sacks was basically that.
And
So
it was like metal in another one or something.
yeah, they're kind of different. So it's
Yeah.
probably like there's different ones, vary it up kind of thing.
So yeah, so let's go back to the inn.
okay.
Go to our rooms. Study these ledgers. Write down any names of importance.
Make sure you look for any information on North Shore Trading.
and a wolf room.
Okay.
Because that's the main guy.
Hey,
who's telling us.
why are we going to do this in our rooms? Shouldn't this be like a
Yeah, we should do it
over
together.
a round?
I
We don't
wouldn't
cause-
say
we don't-
I don't know if we should do it openly in
We
the
don't
tavern,
wanna
but in
cause
one of our
suspicion.
rooms.
in the fancy.
Yeah. Okay.
I
We
work.
will do it there.
I mean, I work.
It's like, well, I think it
read-
was the butler. It's like,
I read better just by myself quietly.
It's not like we're reading it. I don't know. Maybe she's literate, but I don't know where you're.
but we're heading back to the tavern, right?
Yeah. We're
So
heading
is-
back to the
All right, so you're
But
at.
I do actually
yeah.
need to go run a couple errands. Of
course, of course.
What errand?
Can I use the book? And can I
Yeah.
read
Can
the
we
book?
have the books in the meantime? So we can get a
Might
head
as well look
start.
them over while you're doing your errands.
Yes.
Jeez.
Why are you being so like sketchy about
What
this?
errands do you have for them?
Just hand over the books.
I just want to go.
Devil's phone.
How dare you? First of all, I was born like this. I had nothing against for it. It was rude. Now I'm gonna go off in a head of steam,
Okay, let's have the books though.
and then I'm just gonna walk.
No, I'm gonna
at
stop
a
him.
pace.
I'm gonna physically stop
You're
him.
not that close to me.
Our,
How far are we away from each other?
We're just talking in a circle.
So
I'm
you.
not standing next to him. Sitting next to him. He's my friend.
I still want the books though. If we're friends.
I gave you the books. Here are the books.
All 3 or just?
Do they know it's 3?
did you tell him? Did
No.
he tell you?
You
I
pulled
think
out
he
the
told,
ledgers,
he
right?
told us.
No,
to
I said I have the ledgers. I give you 2 of them.
You can insight him, and you can see if.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
can stop
inside
and
him.
trick your ass.
Why would you do that? What would make
Because
you do
you're
that?
acting shady.
Well,
And
they're
you're not telling
always
us
I
suspicious.
still have to be willing of that.
No, you don't.
No, I could just
You
cast
just-
it.
Well,
Cast
this is
it.
a situation of lying, or whatever, but you have another cast of it.
It'd be my second spell slot, yeah.
Okay. I mean, you could do that, I guess.
I mean, or I could cast Hold Person and like paralyze him.
I gave you. I have no other reason.
What's your errand?
I just wanted to go to the thief shop.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's all go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's make it a group thing.
I grab Ruffles and I'm like, let's go.
Okay.
We're gonna follow him around all day.
Okay. So where are you going to go now?
Just gonna go to the thief shop.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the thief shop. What do they have?
Oh, do you want the
Yeah.
list? Okay.
Gonna browse.
It's like,
Your errand was to browse.
You never
Like,
know.
no way.
This is a new shop. You never know what's here.
it's like you guys go to the all new Macy's.
You
and
never know what's
window
here.
cover.
You never know what's here.
Oh man.
It's a new shop. It's a new town.
This was something you had to do before we
Yes.
finished investigating?
Yes.
So he's just browsing at this particular shop that does not look terribly reputable.
I'm going to just like window shop and just kind of like look at everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk.
And somebody's gonna come and be like, "Do you need any help?" And be like, "Nah, I'm just looking."
Yeah. So you're all just kind of like,
all retail.
hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna talk to the owner. I'm
Trying
like,
on sunglasses. Yeah.
I'm like, what do you sell? That's what's your main thing?
Just sell what people want.
All right, I'm gonna buy a plane.
What if?
I'm gonna buy a plane card set and then be like, thanks. And just walk
We sell
out.
playing cards, all sorts of fun things like
Walk
that.
out after him.
Do you have any books?
Sure. Good. I have no business here.
What kind?
Yeah, certainly
Do you
has
you're
one.
looking for biological, or you're looking for
I should
training
probably patch
type
it
of
up.
thing, or you're looking for
Just different breeds of animals within this location.
Of a ledger?
Within this, yeah.
it's like locally.
Letters.
I could get
Oh,
one
yeah,
for
I can see
you.
those.
I don't have one on stock, but I could acquire one.
That would be awesome. Well, that would be most gracious.
I was only able to
I could have one in an hour. Do you need it in an hour, or wouldn't tomorrow be fine?
Tomorrow will be it.
Okay, I'll have one for
Almost
tomorrow.
recent.
It'll just be a couple gold.
Okay.
I
Then
have no
run back
reason
to-
to.
I'm gonna do it.
Then do it.
And
What
it
happened?
is half up front.
Do I have to roll
much
against
is
So
that?
it'll be one now
Yeah,
and
yeah,
one
you do.
when you
It's
pick it up.
Insight versus deception.
One.
Yes, yes, very reasonable.
Thank you.
Finest
Wait, what would
information.
deception be at that point?
Charisma.
Deception
Oh, that is.
Yes.
Sorry.
is a skill.
I
Yeah.
always forget that that's a
So what's
skill.
happening? I'm back.
Yeah.
You told us that
He
he has
knows
two
that he can only
ledgers.
find 2 ledgers.
13.
I mean, he does have a big bag, so I do agree with him on that. Like,
17.
Oh, well.
It was insight versus deception that there were 2
Yeah,
ledgers.
yes.
So
So
There's more than 2. So
there-
you have something you lie.
you know that either there is less ledgers or there are more ledgers. You don't
Okay.
know which it is.
Well, I've already seen 2, right?
Yeah,
I pull out the 2. Here you are.
Where are the rest?
There's literally 2. I only have 2.
No, you're lying. Where are the rest? And why do you want to keep them hidden?
Probably back at the box. There are other books. I just grabbed the 2 that were there. Quickest.
So you
then
lied
how
about
come
how
he
many you
comes back
found.
out and says all of my ledgers are gone?
Can
Yeah,
I do?
I didn't hear that.
Can I do a?
I know, I did.
Yeah, we did.
Can I do
Well,
a
then-
perception check to see
then
if
those are
he's
the
like
2.
sweating? And
No,
This would be an
there's
insight.
more than 2.
Okay.
So she's gonna insight as well,
Two.
but it would just be the same 13, I guess. Or is this a new, or this is like after that one?
It's just
Or
after-
during.
After.
After.
Yeah,
Okay, you
because-
get a fresh one for this.
Okay.
What?
Because I'm just doing.
She's inciting as well, but this is after.
Just
on
seeing
your-
if you're nervous and like you're sweating or anything.
Okay. I mean 7.
13.
Okay, so yeah, he's running in circles here. He's trying to find
All right.
the way out.
Insight, wisdom, so it's actually 16. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just means she's in on this too now. That's all.
Can I look in your bag?
No. Why would you do that?
I'll let you look in my bag.
Don't look in your bag. That's rude.
I'll give you 5 gold to look in your bag. Nah. Now I know you're hiding something.
I don't always want gold. I don't want gold from the group.
Yeah, you do.
That's
You always want gold.
Not from the group. When have I ever stolen from you guys?
I don't know. I haven't checked my gold lately.
Check your gold.
No,
I'm not gonna individually count my gold right
Yeah,
now.
it's,
Just make sure you have all your gold. I haven't just stolen from you ever. Why would I do that?
just kidding. That's not
I know you find it like you don't like me. I can totally get that. But
Just hide
This has,
them
this has
already.
not, I mean, yeah, but like this has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with that.
I'm gonna try to.
This is an intervention. This
Yeah,
isn't about
look,
ledgers.
Right,
Here.
right. I know you don't like me, but like they're after. If you have.
I'm not
some-
even after you.
Well, I mean,
wanna-
I'm saying like they're both attacking you, but.
There's 2 ledgers.
There's more than 2 ledgers.
Okay. Honestly, I'm a little freaked out because a dude came up to me asking for one of the ledgers, and I gave you the 2 that I had, and I don't want him to kill me because you have 2 of the ledgers and I need 1 of them.
Well, what is this gonna look
Well,
like?
You shouldn't deal with shady characters.
I mean, you have
I
to be
had-
honest
also,
with us.
this
We're
Would
rude.
he know which one he was asking for?
It was just 1.
It was just one.
They didn't get that far out there.
Okay.
He was just asking for a book.
So you could potentially give him the wrong one.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like.
So why
there
don't
was-
we all look through all 3 of them first?
there
and
was
then you
2.
Well, you just
You
said,
just
that,
said that
that
there
there
was
was more
another
than
one.
2.
No, I didn't. When did I say that?
Just now.
You said you had more than 2 because but you're holding on to 1 just in case the
no,
guy.
I said
right?
I grabbed the 2. I said he wants 1 of the 2.
Well, I
And
know
grabbed
there's more
Okay.
than 2. I know you're lying.
Good for you.
Well, let's see the other ones.
I don't have.
We're
another
gonna
one.
need to check all of them.
Another one.
Don't you trust
Yes,
us?
you
That's
do.
the biggest thing.
Well, okay, I will say that you did put a book, mentally at least, there's another book in the chest from the way the conversation goes, so you could do another insight. You would get one chance for that. Because before they knew there was more than 2 from earlier was the insight. And then you were...
Except that the
but
guy
no-
said all of the ledgers
All
are
of them
gone.
were taken.
But he only checked 2 chests.
No, that doesn't matter whether he checked. They don't know what chest he checked. They didn't see him check chests. All that matters now in terms of this conversation, it's getting a little silly, but
Yeah, this will go on all night.
this is a different lie, is the
Right.
thing. So they know that there is more than 2. You admitted, yes,
Right.
there are more than 2. I don't have the third one. So
Right.
does he have the third one is the insight now. And if they got you this time, they
shit,
got
I
you.
had +6 to insight.
17.
19.
Well, you still go, yeah.
14.
All right, so are you inciting at this point? Or, you're just letting them deal with it?
Like, I'm.
So I will give it to you.
Alright, let's
I'll
roll.
be like, fuck.
Alright, cool. Let's go back to the end, shall we?
No.
Oh, you want to talk to us now?
I just don't need to read it. It's fine. I'll die.
All right.
Nope.
And don't you
Fine.
want our protection at least?
Enjoy your playing cards.
I'll play I'll play solitaire in my room. Thank you.
Okay, so we're all.
Friggin' don't trust me at all.
Listen, man,
You're
you're a
a
great
thief.
character. I'm naturally distrustful of people, so.
And I don't like tieflings, so.
And I'm like, the whole world is new to me, so.
I mean, that's true.
High elves.
Or high elves, whatever. Secluded in your own.
Let's go back to the
mountain
end,
wall.
shall we?
Okay.
Play solitaire. I do need one of those, or actually all 3 of them, to check which one later.
We'll see.
We go into.
What did the guy
We did
look like?
promise we'd give them back.
Yeah. What
And I don't lie, so.
Whatever he looked like.
Yeah, he's just a guy in a. I mean, you didn't really like engage. You're basically sitting next to each other,
Yeah.
looking forward. It like you knew the score. It was
He had a hood.
Okay. So a guy with a hood.
I never know.
he was either human or elf or something regular
Human-
size. He
was
wasn't
regular
short.
sized humanoid.
Pretty humanoid. So we can just kind of skip over anything that sounds dwarven.
Or dwarven halfling.
Yeah.
Orcish.
Oh, it could be orcish. They're humanoid.
He could be like a half orc.
He was like my height.
Okay.
How tall are you?
6'1".
Okay.
We go back
He
to the
was
tavern.
that area.
6'1" to 6.
We'll go into.
5'10" to like 6'2".
Okay.
We'll go into the fancy. What is it?
You have one or two noble rooms, I think.
Yeah, we have
two.
one.
Two.
Two? No?
Yes.
I thought we had.
He has one, and you gave me one.
No, I don't.
No, he has one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
I
Okay.
gave-
So he obviously can't do it in his room. So.
And then the other one's just kind of been switching between people.
I gave
Yeah, I
gave
gave
all
them.
3 of them
I
to
gave
you
them.
guys. I'm literally.
Yeah, no, he.
No, we're
he's
talking about the
not
rooms.
Oh
So
yeah.
we'll go
my-
into one of the.
Okay, so
fancy
you're
rooms.
back at the
As-
inn.
You have a fancy
As we're
room.
walking
And
up,
he had a
actually,
fancy room.
I'm gonna be like, we can give back the 3 ledgers to the dude, whatever his name is, as long as I can copy down.
The fake a ledger.
Yeah. Because either way, the numbers are still correct.
Can you copy the the writing style too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You might have to do it for all 3. You don't know which
That's
one.
fine.
What.
I'll spend. Once you're done reading one, just give it to me, and then I'll just copy it down.
That's
Just
fair.
spend the night. Okay.
So do you want to like while they're investigating, do you want to get like some blank
Yeah.
books and stuff?
Yeah.
So I'll just let you find that.
That was the main errand I was going to do.
Or
Could have just done that.
you can say that you did it. You're just getting the numbers now,
Fair
just
enough.
for that way you can participate in
That'd
the
be pretty-
stuff. It would just
General goods.
it'd be like a spell book but cheaper, so we could make up a number for it too if
Just
you can't
put
find
in
it.
The cheap one. I think there's a cheap column.
There's got to be like a journal or something. So, anyways, so you guys are just investigating the books, I guess. Going for that lead right now. Okay.
Kind of. So, what are the columns like? What are they laid out as?
It's basically like it's like it's like business ledgers. So like it shows there's numbers showing like how much money was given or taken from different all sorts of names and companies, and so I guess there's 3. So up to 3 of you can do an investigation check on this.
So spellbook is 50 gold.
Yeah, it's not going to be 50 gold because these are just.
That's all I can find book-wise.
And then like what is like a piece of paper cost? So say it's have a bunch of pieces of paper in it.
Piece of paper is
It's like in silver pieces.
2 silver.
2 silver. So like, let's say it's gonna be like 3 gold per book or something like that, because they're more extensive because they're business ones, so they have like lots of.
So 3 gold.
Yeah, 3 gold for a book.
So you need 3 books.
So if you're gonna do 3 books, or if you're gonna just do 1 book,
I'll do 3. Why not?
you can do some later
So
or something.
12.
Two.
No, 9.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
So,
All right. So what were our numbers? 19,
14.
19, 14, 8.
We're all gonna look at all 3 of them.
Yeah, you're passing them around, and amongst the 3 of you, at this point, you're able to tell that there are 3 different. One of them is like older, like based on the dates. It's like older transactions from many years ago, so it's more like just must have been the last ledger, most likely. And then the other 2, they actually seem to be almost the same ledger. So there's a lot of numbers or names that are the same, or different names, but like a lot of the numbers match. So it's kind of like one maybe the legitimate numbers and one maybe the kind of the real numbers and names.
Okay. So, are there any in particular that stand out, like Shady Guy in a Hood, or any from Wolfram?
Well, there's a shady guy in hood at 5.
No, I know. You know, whatever dwarven mechanics for naming is, like just any that aren't that. You know what I mean? Like normal human or elf sounding names. Recently.
Let's do another investigation check. Can be another group one.
Or
What?
I'm winning in solitaire at this point.
We'll have a roll.
yikes.
19.
19. You're doing pretty good. Yeah. I'd say
1920.
you're on like a 5-game streak right now.
Nice.
So like if you want to keep going, you can, but maybe you want to quit while you're ahead and just call it like
You ain't betting
100%. Can't be beat.
One more.
So what were the numbers again? 5.
20.
8.
Oh, you have negatives?
No.
Oh, you rolled different dice.
I rolled a. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I saw the 11. You said 8. I was like, oh wow,
Oh, it
that's
wasn't
bad.
that bad. Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled a
Okay.
7.
All right. So I mean, based on like what's happened, I mean, you're not focusing too much on the older stuff.
Right.
Recently, you see a lot of the same kind of names pop up that you've already heard already. And then also they seem to be having, as the dates go forward, progressively more bigger numbers in the kind of the real numbers book. Like so that I don't know if that is if they're skimming something off the top or if that's mentioning counterfeiting but the modifications are heavier and heavier as time is going on.
Okay, so what is the name associated with the highest discrepancy between the 2 numbers?
That, like I said, the ones before, so that'd be Wolfram and the trading company as well. So those are the more recent people that they've been working with.
Okay.
Is North Shore Trading, is that also affiliated with Wolfram?
Yeah, he was starting to do business with them.
Yeah, it's a rival business.
They like undercut them to give him a better price, but they might have been.
Okay, so Wolfram.
Because they're the new show in town kind of thing,
Okay.
so they're coming in with the low prices to get people to come over.
Okay, I got you. So Wolfram's.
What was the date of the most recent transaction?
The most recent transaction was a few days ago, so probably like a day after the murder, we'll say.
And then is there what is the name associated with that one?
That one was with the trading company.
Trading company. And then what is the one? Okay.
Immediately before that.
Immediately before that, yeah,
Then that would be Wolfram.
that would be Wolfram. And then what is the next time that North Shore Trading shows up on that list?
It looks like once, like a month, going back about 4 months.
Okay, once a month going back 4 months. Okay.
What time of day is it?
It doesn't have time of day.
No, I'm saying.
We're, let's see, it was the morning or whatever, or you slept and then went to do this, right, I think? Or were you,
We slept. I know we went to the.
When we woke up, we went to the manor. We investigated all that.
oh, then it's late afternoon or evening by now.
Okay, so I think it's. I don't know.
So say the shops are closing as he was finishing his shopping.
Yeah. So I know we have to do that.
Or we can do it tonight. I'm not normally a fan of that, but we do have a guy that likes to sneak into places.
Yeah, you have a lot of stuff you can investigate, so.
But this is the thing. You two really did just write into him for these books.
We're trying to help him.
So I think what, if anything,
Well, I'm trying to. I don't know.
if you want to bring him, if you want to get him involved, at least not apologize.
so- Wolfram and North Shore Trading are our main suspects. Moving forward.
Currently, you have the Wolfram there. You have, there could be more information from the girl. They have potentially information from the body, which you haven't checked out. The scene was pretty much checked out. Trying to think if there are any other leads that you had there.
Just whoever the shady individual is that we don't know what he looks like or his name.
Yeah, you don't know a name, and you have a very vague description.
Whenever we're done with the ledgers, I'm going to gather them up. I'm going to go to his room.
The ledgers? Or everyone, you mean?
Whenever we're done with the ledgers, I'm going to gather them up and go.
The ledgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you're
Sorry,
gathering
sorry,
the party and
sorry.
we're going to get together and we're going to go and do a thing?
No,
Because you-
we're gonna. I'm
Okay.
gonna get the ledgers.
Yes.
And take him to his room because he wants to copy them down.
So this is the plan. Let's not do it tonight. I wouldn't recommend that.
Recommend what?
Going.
Did you go with me, or is it just me and him in the room?
Did you already leave?
Well,
I'll-
she's stopping you before you leave.
Okay.
That's why I'm taking this. So this is you're finishing up that conversation.
Yeah.
We
'cause-
finished with the books. She's saying, let's not do this tonight.
Yeah, because we were planning on hitting Trevor and North Shore Trade and Wolfram.
Let's
think-
do. Let's look at the body tomorrow. And very important. Probably shouldn't take the him because he wanted the ring. So
That's why.
Perfect idea then, if that is the case. Let us get him all nice and intoxicated.
he doesn't drink.
It's water.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get him. I mean, because I think he got a little tipsy on water.
Do you know how water works?
If you're getting tipsy on water, it's really bad.
I can drink water.
Great.
Okay, alright, well.
Yeah, we'll hit it hard in the morning. I just want to give these to him so that he can do what I need to do. Yeah.
All right, so who's going where in the morning, or is everyone sticking together, going somewhere?
I want to talk to him when I give him.
All right, so let's settle that, and then we'll move on with things.
Yeah, we'll stay in.
Knock on
So, knock on the door.
What's up? Hey. Mind if I come in? Cool. Close the door. Here are the ledgers. This one's pretty old, so I would assume that's not the one you need.
Like it.
Yeah. These other two, pretty much the same thing, but like one's kind of fabricated a little bit. So you probably want to get both of those.
Yeah. I'm gonna copy down all of them anyways.
That's fair. You want to go on a trip? Yeah.
What time is it at this point?
This is like starting to get dark.
Is it?
Because basically you were finishing up shopping when it was kind of getting like shops were starting to close. Because you spent most of your.
So it's like.
It's just started. It's just night basically. So
Is
it's
it
not
close
late.
to midnight at any point?
No, it's probably like 9 o'clock, let's say. So it's dark, but it's
9
not.
o'clock. What is?
At 12
What's up?
North Shore Trade. Nobody's there.
As far as I know.
I mean, we won't know until we get there. I want to do a little investigating.
I'm very good at that. Very good at getting in.
You're good at getting in, and I'm good at dexterity.
That's true.
They're tired. They want to go to bed.
Yeah. Wait. I don't know.
Cool.
Guess I really am not doing anything. So.
I mean,
You
we'll
were
get back.
copying the ledgers.
Yeah, we'll get back in plenty of time for you to copy the ledger.
Right, of course. I assume.
Yeah, it's gonna take all their huge books. So
I mean, I'm assuming that the guy is just gonna wait until I meet up with him. So.
yeah, I
He's
mean,
like, you know where to find me. So.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just talking about it. If you go out at night, you're not gonna finish all the ledgers by morning,
That's fine. I'll just.
even if you didn't sleep, kind of thing.
That's fine. I'll just work on it.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Just work on it tomorrow.
Be a few hours a night until you're ready.
Nah, I'll just work on it all the way.
Okay.
Just not come to the body. So yeah, whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Am I ready?
Oh, perfect. Alright, let's wait till they actually go to bed. 'Cause, I don't want her worried about me. You know how high that's get. Why don't you go start to work on the ledgers and
Fair enough, fair
we'll go at like 10, 11 o'clock.
How about we go at midnight? The witching-
She
the witching
usually
hour.
wakes
You
up.
don't know this. You don't know this.
You came into my room that night and told me at midnight to go into your room.
I came in.
No, you came in at midnight. You came in after you woke up. Anyway.
So
Fine, midnight.
The eve of the more.
Midnight works.
Right. Excuse me, one time to do the ledgers.
Yeah.
So, working on the ledgers.
Yeah. So yeah, you're working on ledgers, and you have a midnight thing you wanted to do. Okay.
So me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wake up, not really paying any mind attention to anything else that's going on within the inn, and I go to the docks. And is it midnight yet? Midnight?
Yeah. Well, I thought you were leaving at midnight. So.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I mean not midnight. Is it a full moon tonight?
Is it a full moon? What was I using? It's half moon tonight.
I sit at the docks and I pull out my father's book and
Okay.
I just look at it for a while before I start to meditate.
You're not open. Are you looking at the outside, kind of look at it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm really afraid to open it.
Okay.
I look at his book.
Okay.
That's all.
So you guys are headed out, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I've taken off my heavy armor.
Okay.
So my AC is 11 currently.
Okay.
Just in case.
Ooh.
But
No more disadvantage on stealth. So.
yeah, exactly.
All right. So you guys are gonna try to find.
We're gonna go down to the docks to
okay.
North Shore trading.
All right. So I'll say that you're able to find it. Just a d20 of how long it takes you to find it.
Got 11.
19.
All right. So you're able to find it pretty quickly. It's on one of the more main streets. You know, it's Wolfram Trading outside. Just a simple kind of building. It looks kind of like a warehouse.
Is the Wolfram Express in? Can I do a little investigation check to see if
Right now it's at night, so you would have to just.
I have dark vision.
You would have to go up to every ship in the harbor
That's fair.
because you have no description of it or anything. And
So unless it says it on the back in bright gold letters.
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like during the day you could talk to like a harbor master or something, and they'll be like, okay, well, let's see who's in, who's out, kind of thing.
Gotcha. All right. I guess I'm just gonna turn to him and be like, now what?
So we're at the place.
Yeah, you're at North Shore one, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you're outside the building. It just looks like a dark
Is there
kind
a
of.
door?
Yes, there is a door.
Is there a ladder?
There's not a ladder.
And how many floors is it?
two floors.
2 floors.
It looks basically you're near the dock, so you can see the water from here in ships. So it looks very much like a warehouse.
I'm gonna look for a back door.
Okay. So you go around the back. There is a back door. It's like it's not like a standard door. It's like a wider door for like putting in cargo and stuff.
Fair enough, man. I'm gonna check to see if it's locked or not.
It moves, but it feels resistance. You could make a intelligence check on this.
18.
This kind of a door.
Sorry. 21.
This kind of a door is from your knowledge, it's basically, it's not a kind that you can open from the outside. It's like a one that is open from the inside. It's like this kind that needs to be like kind of like cranked open, and it could even be barred as well even.
Okay, so go back to the front.
Mm-hmm. All right, give us a. It is locked, of course.
Okay. Some lock picking. 20, not natural.
All right, so the door, a little resistance, but it clicks nonetheless, and you don't see anyone in the streets. It seems to be pretty clear. Just to give you that picture. I mean, there would be occasional.
Do we see her?
Where are you?
Well,
I'm at the docks.
she's at the. Well,
Nice catch.
That was good.
this would be like more of like a chancy type of thing. So like, did she go to a part of the docks that you were at, kind of
Yeah.
thing? So I'm just gonna call it. You may now you guys can roll perception actually.
16.
8.
8. I mean, you notice someone sitting in the docks somewhere here, but some random person it seems like.
Good man, sure. Because I know she likes to leave at night.
So I'm gonna open the door.
Yeah. So you open the door and it's just what? Oh, I thought I heard you say something. I was like, oh, what? You want to do something different?
No, I know. Shit.
You were like, wait a second. I mean, when I opened the door, I did it a very specific. I was careful.
Yeah.
All right. So you open the door, and it's kind of like a front area. So there's just like a
Like a reception area.
yeah, it's like really small, and so there's like a desk, and then there's like just books kind of everywhere, open.
Anyone I can see.
Anyone? You mean people?
Yeah.
There's no people that you can see in this room.
What were we looking for?
Before they go any further, can I see them?
Kind of investigating.
Oh, you can do that as well.
Okay.
Seeing-
So walk in the room and I'll be like, do your thing, bro.
You're just looking at the book.
I'll
Just go
help
for
out
that.
with the investigation, but do your thing.
More of a keep and watch. You know better than I do the signs of somebody coming.
Fair enough.
So I am looking for. Is it stone walls?
What are you looking for?
I'm just asking if they're stone walls.
Oh, I see. Oh, for the building, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the inside / outside. Like what is the building made out of?
It's made out of wood.
Okay.
Most of the buildings in this whole area are made out of wood.
Okay.
Outside of the castle, I think I may have even said everything except the castle and the walls. I don't know. I'd have to.
Maybe. I'm just going to investigate to see if there's anything out of place, like anything that looks like it doesn't make sense.
Okay. Yeah.
15.
15. So like you're looking through the different books and things. I mean, it looks like all the information of just items coming and going, similar to the books you saw before, but there's no like second copy sitting out at least. Maybe they exist. You don't know whether they're a legitimate business or not. It's just you're in a business and they have ledgers in this office that's in the front.
Okay. Are there doors?
Yes. So there's basically 2 doors, kind of like in the back corner. So it's probably a room about this size. So like like maybe let's call it 10 by 10, like a pretty
Cool.
small room, and then 2 doors on the corner, going different ways.
Okay. I'm gonna go try those doors.
They are locked currently.
Hey, bud. Are they to separate rooms, or are they like 2 entrances to the same room? Yeah, everything's just walled off. There's no windows or anything.
No windows.
So
No,
door
because
number
this is interior. So
what
you-
is
yeah.
behind door number 1? 21.
Yeah, this one comes open no problem. Like these are pretty low quality locks, especially compared to the outside lock. So that one, it swings open slowly, and you see it's basically like a warehouse filled with stuff,
Go to door.
shelves and piles of crates and stuff. And then you see that door that you saw from the back side. It's not barred, but it is operable. It seems it's not locked per se.
Go to door number 2.
Okay.
25.
Similar situation, and you see almost the same thing. It looks like it's just kind of like that's like a different row, different kind of section of it. So maybe it
Can I
was.
see the door? Like if I like.
Do you want to
see
enter the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you enter the room, you are able to see that it looks like it was an extension. Like maybe it was this shape, and then they built an extension on, and that's the door. They're connected. The big room's connected, but the doors are separate. So now it's massive. Well, it's a pretty huge warehouse.
Right. How high? Just 2 stories, right?
Yeah, 2 stories, but it's empty 2 stories. So it's like stuff stacked.
What is in there other than the door to the outside? Like what machinery or
Crates.
Crates.
Most crates, barrels, all sorts of just cargo of various sorts.
okay.
Really?
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna go through the barrels and the crates, to look at the names to see if there is anything of value.
All of them have just numbers and letters. Like there's no a few of them have like kind of origin stuff. Like if it says it comes from different cities and stuff, but basically like a somewhat organized system.
Well,
So everything in one row is like A, and one thing is B, something like that.
So from when I had looked at the ledger, would there be a sort of
similar numbers.
in some similar filing system that I would have known from looking at the ledger?
If you would like to compare it, you can find kind of that it looks like there are numbers and letters that may correspond. So you could probably, if you were looking for something in particular, you could probably figure out what thing it was.
Well, I just want whatever that last most recent thing, the transaction between
Okay, so you're looking for the most recent transaction that...
the
Who?
two, the one between Wolfram and Sir Rondel's business,
Uh-huh.
and the one between North Shore and that same business.
Okay, so... Yeah,
So
Wolfram...
2 barrels or
No-
crates. or
yeah.
whatever.
North Shore Wolfram and unnamed business and North Shore.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to investigate real quick to find that. Shouldn't be too hard, assuming that.
I call out to him saying that I'm looking for that too. So
Okay.
Investigation is 13.
I'm gonna open one,
What are you opening?
a barrel.
A barrel.
Just
Okay.
in general.
All right. So, I mean, it's. Do you have like a crowbar or something, or? Okay. So just do a simple strength check.
Alright, this is gonna be
All right. So.
You good there?
I mean, you start to crack it open. If you spend, you're eventually able to get it, but it takes you a long time. So you're actually able to find the 2 while you're struggling with this barrel
You're
here.
not very good at thieving, are you?
He got in.
Yeah.
He just
no,
can't.
but while I'm looking, I was
I
like,
can thieve
you have
other
to.
things. I can thieve things that are out in the open. I can't
He can
just,
palm that barrel, man.
just can't open with strength. Can't just barrel down something that's open.
Not barrel down.
All right.
Anyway.
So you have you found for Wolfram, you found C23 is the labeled thing on that matches the date, and then for the other transaction was A2.
A2. A2 C23.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna ask for his crowbar.
Did I get the barrel?
Yes, you did get the barrel
Here you
open.
go.
Well, inside the barrel is some. They look to be like what are they called? It's like a goblet sort of, but it's more fancy looking.
So like cups though.
Yeah, it's like a goblet, but it has like that rim on it or whatever. And they look kind of shiny, like as if they're magical. But this would be really quite a find to find that, you know. And you just open a random barrel, you know.
I mean, take the chance.
I mean,
It could be like
I mean,
knockoff or
so-
legit thing.
fake
They
pieces.
look magical. How many are in there?
It's a whole barrel full of them. I mean, there's a little bit of packing material too, so that they probably don't break. Which actually is kind of suspicious because magical items are pretty strong. They probably wouldn't even need any sort of.
I'm gonna take one of the cups.
Okay, so you
And just
shatters.
shatters. It's a damn just regular cup.
What was that?
I just wanted to see if they're magical. It's a
It can be
damn
magical and fragile.
Probably not. So I'm gonna be like, these are counterfeit, and then I'm gonna break all of them.
Wow.
Do I hear his?
You're not there.
No, I'm
Oh.
not off. You know, I'm near the dots.
Disturbance. The
Oh,
glass
well,
shattering.
well then you could make a simple
There's
perception
two-
check.
there's like two
But
doors, so
this is like a 20
two
check
walls.
kind of thing, so.
Yeah. I mean,
No, but do it.
it'd be
You
tough.
could, very rare
Natural
chance it could
20 she'll
happen.
hit.
No. You're staring at your book. You're staring at your book thinking intently. All right, so you have some numbers, you have some
Do I have the
cups.
crowbar?
Did you give him the crowbar? Yeah, all right. So where
I'm
you,
gonna try to
Oh,
crank
fine.
open C23.
which one? I didn't.
That's the Wolfram one.
Wolfram is. All right, what do you have?
5.
It's not so easy now, is it?
At least I get the +2.
Well, I rolled a 7 and got a -2.
You know,
So we got the same.
despite your strength, it's tough to reach the.
Yeah.
You know, you probably just need a boost or maybe.
He's not.
Yeah.
You want to give me a boost?
Like,
He can't reach the thing, so we can really properly crowbar this one open. It's a pretty big box.
What-
so skinny and not strong, but I'll try.
Stick the crowbar in at
I
least.
got a 13.
All right, so
Very awkward.
all right, so we'll advantage now that you have your help over there.
That's a 19.
19. Oh, did you roll twice? I didn't.
Well, it was the 3 initially, so
He said.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
advantage.
This
I
time,
had advantage.
okay.
Advantage, yeah.
it's the same number.
Okay. All right. So in this case, you're able to find the spot. You're able to loosen up the screws and stuff, and you pop it open. You open it up, and inside is what we'll find out next session.
Ooh, good way to